Hi, I'm Gregg Clemons, and today we're going to be talking about the Tannoy Reveal 502 studio monitors and why I love them. Let me hand it over to my good friend and excellent researcher, Professor Know-It-All. What have you got for us today, Professor?
Thank you, my friend. I have done some research on these Tannoy Reveal 502 studio monitors and have found some very interesting information. Every mix I make, every track I produce, every beat I craft, it all comes down to what I hear through these. The Tannoy Reveal 502, and there's almost 100 years of British audio history behind them. Tannoy was founded in 1926 by an engineer named Guy Fountaine, working out of a garage in Dulwich, London. The name? It comes from tantalum alloy, the material used in the company's first product, a rectifier for radio sets. During World War II, Tannoy supplied PA systems to the British military. Winston Churchill himself addressed the nation through Tannoy speakers. The brand became so iconic that in the UK the word Tannoy literally means any public address system. It's in the Oxford English Dictionary. Then in 1947 everything changed. Tannoy introduced the dual concentric driver, a tweeter mounted inside the woofer cone, creating a true point source speaker. It was revolutionary, and it put Tannoy in the control rooms of the most legendary recording studios on the planet. Studios like Abbey Road, originally EMI recording studios, where Tannoy monitors became the standard for critical listening. Lockwood cabinets loaded with Tannoy dual concentric drivers lined the control rooms. The Beatles recorded over 190 of their 210 songs at Abbey Road. At their very first session in 1962, the engineers actually pulled a large Tannoy speaker from the echo chamber to rig up a bass amp for Paul McCartney because his own gear was falling apart. That's how embedded Tannoy was in that building. By the late 60s, Tannoy Monitor Golds were installed in Studio 2, the same room where Sgt. Pepper, The White Album and Abbey Road were brought to life. The list of artists who made records through Tannoy monitors reads like a hall of fame. The Beatles. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, was mixed on Tannoy Monitor Golds. Pete Townshend of The Who used them in his private studio. Vangelis composed the Blade Runner score on Tannoy Dreadnoughts. Michael Jackson, Elton John, The Eagles, Depeche Mode, Billy Idol, Christina Aguilera, all tracked through Tannoy Supergold monitors. And studios like Decca, Trident, Air Studios and CTS all relied on that Tannoy sound. And now all of that heritage lives in this, the Reveal 502, 5-inch driver, 1-inch soft dome tweeter, 75 watts of bi-amped power, personally tuned by Tannoy's Dr. Paul Mills. The sweet spot is massive. I can move around my room and the stereo image stays locked. For the price, nothing touches it. Flat, honest, detailed. It tells me the truth about my mixes, and it carries almost a century of knowing what music is supposed to sound like. From a garage in London in 1926, to Churchill, to Abbey Road, to the Blade Runner score, to my desk, that's Tannoy. That's the Reveal 502 studio monitors. And that's why I love them. Back to you, Gregg.
Thank you, Professor. If you'd like to check the current price of these Tannoy monitors, please click the Amazon link below. Thanks for watching.